Hello everyone, welcome back to Careers360. In this video, we will be discussing about Rajdhani College, the seat matrix, the cutoff and everything. Rajdhani College is a constituent college of DU and a well-known, very popular college. So if you're interested in applying to Rajdhani College and if you already filled your choices, you have to watch this video till the end. So before moving forward, a lot of students have been reaching out to us because they're finding the whole DU counselling process very complex, and we have a team of counsellors who are ready to help you throughout the process in figuring out everything. So if you are that, just send DU on WhatsApp on this number 8130376334, and our team of counsellors, they will reach out to you, they'll call you and they'll help you end to end. Also, if you are interested in applying to the top private colleges in India, you have to just text apply, APPLY, and our team of counsellors will connect with you. And this series of information is presented by Amity University, which is one of the leading universities in India and among the top 3% universities globally. And make sure that you subscribe to Careers360 because a lot of content is being produced for DU, for your career choices, for your college choices. So we want you to make a wise choice. That's why we are bringing in a lot of content. So make sure to subscribe to the channel. Now, Rajdhani College was established in 1964. It's a constituent college of DU and it falls in the 101 to 150 NIRF rank band. The campus size is 10 acres and the total student count is 1306. Total male count is 791, which is 60.57%, and the female count is 515, which is 39.43%. Outside state students are 585, which is 44.79%, and within state is 721, which is 55.21%. The total faculty count is 172. Let's have a look at the placement stats. In 22-23, 1501 students got admitted, out of which 1339 students graduated. Only 41 students got placed and 92 opted for higher studies. Very low placement percentage. Only 3.29% is the placement percentage, and the median salary was 4 lakh rupees. In 23-24, 1444 students got in, out of which 959 graduated, 173 students got placed, and 315 students opted for higher studies. So the placement percentage is only 26.86%, which is obviously an increase from the last year, but again it's very low. 4.25 is the median salary. So in 24-25, 1511 students got admitted, 1170 students graduated, out of which 294 got placed and 403 opted for higher studies. So only 38.33% is the placement percentage with median salary 4,90,000. Obviously the placement percentage is increasing and the median salary is also increasing, but again this is below average placement percentage. So there are many other good options which have better placement record. Now let's have a look at the seat matrix. These are the courses and these are the seat matrix for different categories. So I'm not going to be reading the whole thing. You can just take a screenshot. So for B Honours Economics, for unreserved it's 24, for OBC-NCL it's 15, SC 8, ST 4, EWS 6, PwD 3, and Children of Widows of Armed Forces it's 3, and Kashmiri Migrants it's 3. For B Honours English, 24 for unreserved and so on. For B Honours Hindi, 24 for unreserved and so on. For History, 24 for unreserved and so on. For Pol Science, 24 for unreserved, 15 for NCL and so on. For BA Honours Sanskrit, 23 for unreserved and so on. For BA Program Economics plus History, 9 for unreserved and so on. For BA Program Economics plus Mathematics, 13 for unreserved and so on. For BA Program Economics plus Pol Science, 9 for unreserved and so on. For English and History, it's 4 for unreserved, 3 for OBC and so on. For English plus Linguistics, it's 9 for unreserved, 6 for OBC, NCL and so on. For BA Programs Hindi plus History, it's 4 for unreserved, 2 for OBC, NCL and so on. For Hindi plus Pol Science, 8 for unreserved, 6 for OBC, NCL and so on. For BA Program History plus Pol Science, 18 for unreserved, 12 for OBC, NCL and so on. For Linguistic plus Pol Science, 9 for unreserved, 5 for OBC, NCL and so on. Next up we have BA Program Sanskrit plus History, 8 for unreserved and so on. You can take a screenshot of this. And BA Program Sanskrit plus Pol Science, 4 for unreserved and so on. For BCom Honours, 62 for unreserved, 42 for OBC, NCL and so on. For Chemistry, 31 for unreserved and 21 for OBC, NCL. B.Sc Honours Electronics, 16 for unreserved and so on. B.Sc Honours Mathematics, 31 for unreserved and so on. B.Sc Honours Physics, 31 for unreserved. B.Sc Program Applied Physical Sciences with Industrial Chemistry, 16 for unreserved, 11 for OBC, NCL and so on. B.Sc program Physical Science with Chemistry, 23 for unreserved, 16 for OBC-NCL and so on. Physical Science with Computer Science Informatics Practices, 23 for unreserved, 16 for OBC-NCL and so on. B.Sc programs Physical Sciences with Electronics, 16 for unreserved, 11 for OBC-NCL and so on. So if you look at the total count, it's 487 for unreserved category, 322 for OBC-NCL, 178 for SC, 88 for ST, EWS 119, 59 for PwD, 59 for Children of Veterans of Armed Forces and 59 for Kashmiri migrants. So these are the total count of seats in Rajdhani College. Alright, now the most important part are the cutoffs. So we have compared the cutoff of round 2 unreserved this year and round 3 unreserved last year so that you can have an idea of what to expect in your round 3. These are the courses and these are the cutoffs. For BA Honours Economics, 652.5 this year, 720.96 last year. B Honours English, 600.36 this year, round 2. Last year it was 658.2 in the round 3. For B Honours History, 587.73 this year and last year it was 680.86. So we can infer that the cutoffs have obviously softened this year. So BCom Honours, 709.81 this year. Last year it got closed in round 2, so that's why we don't have the data for round 3. 709 is obviously a very high cutoff, so I think the BCom is the most popular course here. BA program Economics plus Pol Science, 605.45 this year. Last year it was 657.05. For Economics plus Mathematics, 595.13 this year. Last year it was closed in the round 2 itself. BA program English plus History, 593.41 this year. Last year it was 691.13. For BA program Economics plus History, this year it is 589.03. Last year it was closed in the round 2 itself. Now BA program English plus Linguistics, this year it's 585.06. Last year it was 697.58. For BA program History plus Pol Science, this year it is 577.65 and last year it was 629.62. BA Honours Pol Science, 650.07 and last year it got closed in round 2 itself. BA program Linguistics plus Pol Science, 546.94 this year. Last year it was 618.57. For B.Sc Honours Chemistry, this year 256.88. Last year it got closed in round 2. The cutoffs are very low for the B.Sc Honours Chemistry. That's why, I mean, it's not a very popular course here. BA program Hindi plus Pol Science, 502.64 this year. Last year it got closed in the round 2 itself. BA program Hindi plus History, 500.41 this year. Last year it got closed in the round 2 itself. B.Sc Honours Mathematics, 465.05 this year. Last year it was 603.7. So the cutoffs have softened a lot this year. BA program Sanskrit plus Pol Science, 414.12 this year. Last year it got closed in round 2 itself. B.Sc Honours Physics, 263.77 this year. Last year it was 307.69. For BA program Sanskrit plus History, 351.58 this year. Last year it got closed in round 2 itself. Now for B.Sc programs Physical Science with Computer Science and Informatics Practices, 265.05 this year. Last year it was 335.4. For B.Sc Honours Electronics, 252.06 this year. Last year it got closed in the round 2 itself. For B.Sc program Physical Science with Electronics, 236.08 this year. Last year it was 226.09. For Sanskrit, 231.32 this year. Last year it was 455.16. The competition has decreased this year. So that's why the cutoffs have softened. 217.51 for Physical Science with Chemistry this year. Last year it was 245.73. For BA Honours Hindi, this year 215.15. Last year it got closed in round 2. For Applied Physical Sciences with Industrial Chemistry, this year 209.97. Last year it was 191.69. So this year the cutoffs have softened, which shows that the competition has decreased this year. So through this data, you can infer what you can expect in the round 3 of the cutoffs this year counselling. Now if you have any confusion related to admissions in the DU and for the whole counselling process, because the counselling process is very complex, so you can text us DU on WhatsApp on this number 8130376334 and our team of counsellors will reach out to you and help you end to end through the whole process. Also, this series of information is presented by Amrit University, which is one of the leading universities in India and among the top 3% universities globally. Thank you so much for watching this video. We'll see you in the next one.